Alright, once again, pretty far behind on terms of doing this voiceover. It's already Tuesday again of the following week, so we already got through Monday and Tuesday of the week that takes place after this. So, let's see, this week, I gotta do the gym that's far away on Mondays, I think. For right now, just, unless I do the ones that are really close to me for the competition bench, as I'm gonna use the Texas standard strength, whatever. But I wanted to use the big fancy, thick pad and see how that went. Man, I got up to 367 for a meh touch and go rep. So at least that puts me at 365 for the month already, so I don't really have to worry about it. I couldn't get myself to control or pause the weight at all this day. Don't really know why. Maybe feel like I haven't had in a while. But even so, when I first started using that, the weight just skyrocketed at the beginning, and I could control it. So I'm not really sure what that was about. If it was just an off day or whatever. But it is what it is. Dumbbell bench press. I tried 125. A set of 8, wasn't feeling it. 120s, 3 sets of 10, 130s for 5. Now, all throughout the month of August, I did not hit 125 sets of 10. That hasn't gone down, so, again, I did this Monday, with only doing the 120s for the high bench, the good high bench set. And then I believe I had to do 8 dumbbell bench press after. My bench was taken. I get back because there was not enough space to do it there. The bench I was using is adjustable, but it's broken where you can't raise it up. So but it was an okay Monday, at least. You know, I wish it was more controlled, but once again, I'm complaining. Even though I'm still hitting over 365 on bench, 120s for multiple sets of 10 out on dumbbell bench, which isn't bad isn't bad, but still. Deadlift, what you're seeing is a 3-rep max of 641. And that was brutal. I had to get the speed to make it a PR. Again, it was a one shot, do it, and make it good, and that was it. Definitely felt that in my back, where I knew for my leg day, the next day, I would not be going heavy. So I actually stuck with that. Dumbbell rows, 122.5, 3 sets of 10, 132.5, a set of 5, 142.5, a set of 3. Again, this dumbbell is probably, well, it is heavier than 120. I just don't know exactly if I grab the one that's actually 121.7 or 123.5. So you can add a little bit more weight to what I'm actually listing it as. Again, I have with the handles on the inside, the weight added on the inside of the handle to bring it up a bit. So, yeah, rows were okay. The back workout itself was good. I do like doing back at this gym. As long as that deadlift platform I was using holds up and doesn't get broken in, it's a good spot to deadlift. The platform that's next to it is all dented in, where you're basically pulling from a deficit. But that spot is good. Again, it's not busy. You got a couple people here and there. As long as I have my space to do the deadlifts and rows, I'll be good. So it was a good Tuesday. I just really like it when, again, I do Mondays and Tuesdays at the same gym. It just kind of gives like a synergy feeling, I guess. Just kind of makes things feel a little more consistent and constant. But just been all over the place in terms of what I want to do, how I want to do it. After really my competition is what just mentally messed me up, just not doing as well as I would have liked pretty much on bench press, which has really thrown me off the last couple months. But Yeah, it's just trying to figure out what's the best way to do things in terms of driving and where to go. Dog is snoring right next to me. But yeah, I do wish like a really nice gym that was far away. It's a really nice gym, but I just wish I had a regular pull-up bar. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but all the pull-up bars are like a wide grip pull-up bar. So you can do wide grip pull-ups, you can do chin-ups, but in terms of like hand placement to do pull-ups, you gotta go wide, and I don't like it. It has its place, but I wish I could just do like a good, solid pull-up on like a good width bar, and that's not an option there, which is weird. Because again, it's such a nice gym in terms of benches, dumbbells, some nice machines, but not like a good straight pull-up bar, which is bizarre. And then the gym I went to on Tuesday, don't like doing chest there because there's no incline, no decline. I can do incline dumbbell, and again, I can always pull a bench up to a rack to do incline bench or even decline. Since I have like one to do sit-ups, so I can do that. But it's just that's just time consuming, and when you're trying to not make sure the rest periods aren't too long, you just don't really want to do that. So yeah, Wednesday, like I said, squats, went light, no belt, 135, 225 for 10, then just 320, 35, 350, 365 for 10. No belt, just do the reps, high reps. And again, only 4 sets of actual weight. Just didn't want to burn myself out too much. Went over to accessories, right? One of the things I did use was the bilateral leg press. So, gotta control the weight coming down on both sides, make it even, which is cool. Good. Again, like, machines aren't supposed to be good for stability, but that is good to get the legs moving individually and trying to keep them balanced. So, nice little piece of equipment there. In terms of also more shorts, this week was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So still hit 3 days. Labor Day was not an option, sadly. But I had to be a little bit more disciplined and get myself to go on a Wednesday to make up for that, which is easy. And then moving on to Thursday, bench press, using the commercial gym bench. The hammer strength bench is like the actual brand. But basically, the bench you see on that to the left right there, right? Using that, your typical, what you would find in your typical gym type of bench. 135, 225 for 10, 275 for 10. I actually did use my medium grip here and bring that back a little bit for the high reps, since I typically go wide when I use about this weight and rep range, just to bust out the reps quicker and get it over with. Then I went up, and again, pretty pathetic. 315 for 3, 325 for 2, 335 for 1, all touch and go. Again, just really lost the ability to bench on a pad like this. Really got to just try to do it more often so I don't become, again, over-dependent on the other pads. Like the orange one you see to the right. It is better than this, I can say that. Now that one I feel to the right is a bit slanted, like the ground is not good there, and I definitely feel a little slanted going downwards towards the right when I bench in that spot. They have 2 other ones in the back, so if anything, if I want to use that, I'm better off going there, but then this gym typically has like classes back there, so going back there with like large groups of people, it's just, again, I definitely want to use that Texas Strength System bench at least once a week, whether it be at the gym far away from my house or close to my house, right? That orange one be blue at the other, but that type of pad on like Mondays at least. Maybe I should use the commercial gym bench on Thursdays, just to get that feeling back. I'm overthinking it. but there's a good reason why I'm thinking about it. But then Friday, once again working on the 3-rep deadlift max, up to 645 now. Once again, really felt it. Back is killing me. Did 660 after, then a solid back and bicep workout. With that said, my back was definitely shot when it came to doing squats on Sunday. Should have just rested, but I tried to do them. Saturday was the rest day. But yeah, squats Sunday was trash, was what you'll see. Then I did the plate loaded power squat, which went pretty well just to get the reps in. And it was a solid light workout besides how bad squats were, but I was just so beat up by that point. The weight did not want to move. But still not a bad week in terms of deadlifts were good, squats were iffy, bench was but yeah, not awful, just again, all over the place. Also the squat rack, I had to use, I don't really like. Again, this is me just becoming so anal about everything, but I don't like squatting on that wood platform. Once again, I felt the wood creaking and cracking, like the foundation's not as strong as squatting on the other racks, like I just don't feel as solid and planted. It just feels a little suspicious to me, but that's the week right there. We're finishing off with this mission is awesome. Really enjoyed this piece of equipment. Just good to really lift legs.